Off tonight, first game of the night, we have Koopa Kids against Resilience Remastered. Koopa Kids not having played yet in the PWL, Resilience playing one, winning one, 100% record right now. First map being Nepal, the other two maps of the pool being King's Row and Lijiang. Those are the maps drafted down from the draft. Starting off on, I'm not sure what this is called, Mega, but this one.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
This is I believe shrine or sanctum.
Shrine? Oh. Yeah. No, it's not. I think sanctum's the inside one. Yeah, it doesn't really.
Yeah,
matter.
it is. So it's shrine.
Obviously, we're going to see Clan on this Reinhardt. He's been very. He's a very good Reinhardt, isn't he? He can be very deadly on that Reinhardt. Looks like Resilience Remasters are going to be running the triple deeps with Soul Killer on the Winston, Sir Commander on the Soldier, and instead of the Zen, which we saw from the what was it? Was it the qualifiers or the tournament, or we saw him on the Zen? He was a very deadly Zenyatta. Yeah, he was a very deadly Zenyatta. But now we got a CMD soccer fan on that Zenyatta. How do you think this one's going to turn out, Mega?
Really, they're running this triple deep dive, and Golden Bullet on this Genji is going to have to be the difference maker, where he has to take down that Zen every time. But it's going to be really hard against this triple deep that can output so much damage.
Both teams initiating on the alpha side of the map by the cliff. Xanity getting 2 kills earlier from the Rodo. Clan picking off CMD Soccer Fan. Before Xanity got a 3rd kill on that Rodo, absolutely shutting down the push of Resilience Remastered. Supremeaaronz picks off iDiverse for one of the final kills of the fight, and that is the first point to be taken by Koopa Kids. Clan setting up in the middle here, setting up pretty strong. With Xanity to the side of him looking for hooks. It looks like, big pick coming up on the side of Resilience Remastered with Sir Commander taking out Supremeaaronz. If you wanted any pick there, that would be it. No more kills coming out from either side yet, but that is a great advantage for Supremeaaronz out. But CMD Zocfan takes out on Bullet. Xanity though getting counter pick on Soul Killer. Xenomorph picking off Sido on the Ana. No healing there. Xenomorph picking up Clan. Sir Commander getting 3 picks in the face of Resilience Remastered. He's on fire right now, building his ult already, and that is a cap for Resilience Remastered. Only 35% there. Koopa Kids managed to get on the point. Ults coming in for both sides. On the side of Resilience Remastered, both the 2 DPS ults on the side of Soldier and Genji, but on the side of Koopa Kids, we've got Clan and Gold on the side all having up. A decent Earthshaft coming in there from Clan, stunning quite a few. 2 kills going away, Clan going for a charge off the cliff. I don't know what that was about. But yeah, 2 picks going off on the side of the other of Resilience Remastered now. I'd have booping Clan off, even though that was a suicide thing. Supreme though picking off 2 on both supports on iDiverse and CMD Soccer Fan. Pretty even fight right now, but it looks to be going in the way of Koopa Kids, as now Winston really instantly plays for the enemy there. Winston goes down, Soul Killer is taken down by Xanity, and that is a recap for the side of Koopa Kids. Supremeaaronz and Systems now having ults, ult also coming to Xanity. No other ults though on the side of Koopa Kids, but on the side of Resilience Remastered, we've got iDiverse, Rizzy, and almost Xenomorph's Pulse Bomb coming in. Supremeaaronz trying to dominate his high ground, but being dove by the Genji, nothing coming from that. But Xanity and Supremeaaronz both get picked. Supreme taking out that Genji on the Rizzy, but Xenomorph gets killed on Xanity. That's a good pick to have. Supreme going absolutely off, killing CMD Softback and Sir Commander C. On the Soldier, but before Clan taking down iDiverse, and that is another reset. Who's remastered and Clan picking off Xenomorph on that Tracer. What do you think Resilience are going to have to do here to take this point back once again?
Really, it's going to have to come down to somebody's going to have to switch between the Genji or the Soldier. Because I feel like while Soldier normally has a lot of damage, with the ult popping off, he doesn't have that much defenses. Aaron's actually popping attack visor and getting Commander popping his visor. Dino getting return kill, but immediately taken down. Clan going down, but 2 kills coming out from Diversity. Transcendence and Zenyatta, only 1 left alive, and they're going to take this first point, this first round really easily, I would say.
Oh, I think that Supreme throughout that game, through that point, was at kind of overthrowing Sir Commander. So you saw often on that first point, Supremeaaronz on the left side of the kill feed, killing Sir Commander C, and now on the, I'm not very good with names, but now the pressure is on, is certainly on Resilience Remastered to take this point, to take it to a 1-1. Great start from Koopa Kids, from their first game in the PW. A very strong and promising start from the whole side there. I think that, you see, CMT Soccer Fan has switched to that Mercy. I think they're going to run the Far Mercy of Resi on the Baron now instead of the Genji. That was a good switch. It's gone, but it was hard countering on the Winston. Is that the switch we've been looking for, Mega?
Definitely, and not even because of just how well Golden's been playing, but simply because now they have ults that actually do damage. Dragon Blade not necessarily the most impactful ult against tanks, so a really good switch on that part.
Zanity though, getting an early pick off on Xenomorph Killer. That is a good pick to get, and Xenomorph's face can be quite deadly to the other team. Diaclan trying to close down the Lucio on the side of Resilience Remastered, but Resi is being hard to, it's taking quite some energy to be stopped at this point. But Golden Bullet gets off 2 kills on CMG Softbank's Mercy and Soul Killers, but now all the kills coming in the way of Koopa Kids as they take this point on the second point of Nepal, and now I think they have most of this team on right. Resilience, what they need to do is kind of try and avoid Zanity and Supremeaaronz, who are absolutely being just deadly on these on this off tank and DPS. Well, a good starting thing from with DPS Lucio taking out Soul Killer and Xenomorph with a great starting thing from Diaclan and Idoverse. Good pick off to have at the beginning, as it was a very short charge. He couldn't really get punished for it. As they tried pushing up there, he just put in a pin. As it was a short charge, he could just back up and then couldn't get punished for it, as you saw Systems getting 2 kills off it. Now ults on both sides, Systems inside. I don't think ults on the side of Koopa Kids, and ults also inside of Resilience Remastered. 2 kills now in the way of Resilience Remastered. 3 kills with Zanity and Sido getting off kills on the other side, but Merciless coming out. Not sure if they would have needed it, but it is, I guess, kind of safe to have all of the team there for a hold. Now, point being, trying to be catched by Zanity. That was kind of a triple there, but now it is a 5v6, and they're probably going to have to wait for Zanity to get back on the Roadhog and up the left side. Ults for Koopa Kids. Coming in, great Earth Shatter with the speed boost from Systems, a very well timed speed boost from Systems, popping up that drop beat to make sure that they win this fight. Rerezi getting a kill, but Zanity and Supremeaaronz completely shutting down that Far Mercy. That Far Mercy has been almost ineffective with Supreme on that hit scan. Sokol is trying to give any hope of life for the side of Resilience Remastered, but Golden Bullet shuts him down pretty easily on that Winston. Xenomorph being the only one left there, but being shut down by Golden Bullet on this Winston again. Very good Winston play we're seeing from Golden Bullet now. What do you think of that, Mega?
It's the Lucio play is amazing, but it's honestly, you're gonna have to give credit to the DPS for Aaron. He's just creating so many opportunities, getting so many picks onto the tanks, onto the healers, that gives that Lucio just a chance to go in.
2 picks though coming off on the side of 3 picks on the side of Resilience Remastered, and that is a great start to having 5 picks inside of Resilience, the red team, and now that is going to be a cap for Resilience Remastered. Now you've got to hold this, to be honest, for kind of, would you say 2-3 fights more before capping this, unless they were to lose it earlier. Golden Bullet getting very low on 23 health, but managing to get out. Very good picks. 2 DPS on the side of Resilience Remastered, going down early. That is not what you want on the side of Resilience. And now Idoverse going down. But Supreme being picked off by Sir Commander. Sir Commander getting 2 picks, nearly 3 as Diaclan gets pretty low. But the nano nade, but the biotic nade coming from Sido, keeping him alive. Red Raging popping off the barrage, getting Zanity and Sido, 2 good kills to get. Sir Commander going down to Diaclan. It's a pretty even fight right now, but Golden Bullet getting low, going down to Xenomorph. Dyclan getting another getting a pin on Rezi on the Pharaoh. Mine hopping in the Pharaoh is a thing you kind of laugh to see, isn't it? But Xenomorph Killer picking off systems, and that's a regroup for the side of Koopa Kids. Ult's coming in for Knife side yet. Sido having the Nano and CMD having the Res. Those are the only two ults that are really going to be up for this final fight. As you don't really see anyone on 70, 60%. Dyclan's too close, but yeah, no kills going off on either side yet. But Supremeaaronz gets very low as he gets taken down by Golden. And now the Lucio on the side of Resilience going down by Supremeaaronz. And Supreme taking off this Pharaoh as well. He is everywhere. As he takes down the Tracer as well, he's going to take down the Mercy too. He's aiming with the Mercy. And he takes, oh no, not quite. He's low. And the Mercy goes down. Now on the Pharaoh. Supreme absolutely going off on his soldier right now. He can't be stopped. As he gets almost every kill in this fight. And that is the point capped for the side of Koopa Kids, and that is a take. That is 2-0 now for the side of Koopa Kids, and it's been the Supremeaaronz show, and I guess they kind of really haven't had anything to match up to Supremeaaronz on this Roadhog. I think no, I'm not on this road. On the DPS Zanity though on the Roadhog that I was gonna say. I think it'll be pretty vital on this one, seeing as those hooks into the abyss becoming pretty popular, but Zanity just laughing around on the tourbillon, sitting down on the desk. I think they're getting pretty confident now as they have taken the 2-0 lead. Zanity's on the tourbillon, just sitting around. But I think Resilience need a bit more respect than that, because at their best, Resilience I think can be very good with Xenomorph on the off tank and DPS and Commander and Resi, as well as good tank play from Soul Killer. And now both teams going bridge way. No kills coming off either side yet. Dyclan charging but going down to Commander C. As that is the first pick of the fight. No more picks coming in either way yet. CMD Sockban sticking to the Pharaoh. Commander takes down Zanity. Both tanks down to the hand of Commander C. Xenomorph taking down Don, but the system is trying to get him killed, trying to get some response on the side of Koopa Kids by killing Soul Killer, but that is going to be a cap for the side of Resilience Remastered. Something good to see. That I think they need to really cap this point first to give them a nice hope of taking this map. You don't really want to lose the point at the beginning against the side, such a good side as Koopa Kids. But now both teams initiating the bridge once again. But now Commander C going down to Supremeaaronz. Good pick from Supremeaaronz, making it 65. No kills yet, but a hook from Zanity getting a good kill on Xenomorph. Zanity taking Soul Killer down as well. CMD and Idaverse getting very low. Dyclan taking Idaverse. Supreme taking CMD. Wherever he's trying to get a pick on Sido, but no, this is going to be a fight in the way of the side of Koopa Kids. That blue dominated the kill feed there. Dyclan tries to push up a little bit, gets pretty low, but grabs the health back and comes down. He isn't going to get punished there. Dyclan at about half health, but nothing's really going to happen there. Zanity just sitting down on the point, getting a bit cocky, I would say. And what hope do Resilience have now? Now that the side of Koopa Kids have taken this point, Mega.
Well, they're gonna have to continue fights like that where they start off with a kill on their best player, Aaron. But going in now, it's 3 against 1 as they've gotten 2 picks, and there's no mercy res for them. So all of these kills are gonna be turned, and they're gonna take it back in 37 to 32. It's looking pretty strong. But I think the main thing that if they want to win this is their commander needs to do a better job. He's getting completely outplayed by Supremeaaronz, and that's hurting them in the long run.
Oh, grab coming in from Golden Bullet, but Redi taking out systems, and Dyclan going down as well to Xenomorph. But 2 picks going off on the side of the blue team, Koopa Kids as well, as Sidon takes down his fellow support CMD Soccer fan. And Supreme is detached to kill Redi. Pretty even fight, but Zanity getting the good hook on Xenomorph Killer, and now Blue are starting to dominate this point a little more. There isn't as much presence from the red team. Resilience Remastered. Only the Reinhardt and the Lucio on the point right now. Supreme taking out Supremeaaronz once again. Soul Killer going down. I'm not sure how, but Supreme taking out Idaverse again before being taken down by Rezi. Rezi needs to shut down Supremeaaronz there. But it isn't going to matter as as the blue side of Koopa Kids are taking this point, are 44% now. They need to hold this 50%, which is very doable to cap this third point, take the first map of the series. Do you have a spectator, Omega?
Yep. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Red Resilience Commander and Soul Killer, good kills coming off on the side of Resilience Remastered, as now Red are taking his point back. The side of Resilience Remastered really doing a powerful push there, using a few ults, but ults in terms of both teams, Supreme and Systems having ults, as well as Zanti coming up with an ult. Golden Bullet getting very long Zarya. It's not good with 90% to go, but Supreme kills Xenomorph, which is a great pick to get, as there is 95%. Are they going to make it? 96, 97, yes, they're going to get on it. There is going to be another fight here, but CMD needs to stay alive as he's got this res. Sir Commander killing Supremeaaronz, that's what he's needed to do. But a backpack coming in the way of Koopa Kids. Res coming in from CMD Soccer Fan, decent res, but Sir Commander killing himself. I'm not sure that happened, he might have shot Helix into himself or something. But Soul Killer killing Sido, kills going inside of both teams. Zanity being nano boosted, but he's not going to do much for there. Grab coming in, only getting the Roadhog, but they're gonna have to kill him there, which they do. Systems is now a DPS on that Lucio, booping Idiverse off and killing the Roadhog. Xenomorph, Zanity taking CMD Subspan before being taken down by Soul Killer by his Fire Strike, but that is going to be a cap for the side of Koopa Kids. Now Supreme on fire. The only ult they're going to have to work with here is Clan's Earthshatter, maybe Zanity's whole hog late fight. But there are more ults in the side of Resilience Remastered now, but drop the beat coming in the way of Resilience Remastered. 2 picks going in the way of Resilience Remastered on side on Golden Bullet. Clan taking down Red Reggie, getting a decent Earthshatter off there. System picking off Soul Killer. Zanity picking off Xenomorph. This fight has just been turned, it's even right now. Big res coming in from CMG Subfan before taking out Zanity. DPS Mercy right there. Sir Commander C taking out System. That is going to be a cap for Resilience Remastered. I'm not sure if anyone's going to be able to get on it. Silo takes down Sir Commander, but it is going to be too late, as the Ana DPS isn't enough to get on the point. And now that it's taken the score and they're pulled to 2-1. A great fight back from Resilience Remastered. How do you think this next map's going to go, Mega?
I think it was a pretty good call, because it wasn't really, as we did get closer to the end over there, it was no longer Sir Commander being the only one to deal with Aaron. Resi finally started helping him out, started getting a few more kills, and started actually consistently killing Aaron. Where if Aaron's focused on Resi, then Sir Commander would hit him from behind. And if he was focused on Commander, then Resi would kill him. And they need to continue playing like that if they do want to win this. Or Golden's gonna have to help it out if they want that to stop. Who's on Tracer now?
I think Xenomorph on that roller was quite better as well. He was hitting some consistent hits, but both teams pushing on the right side yet again. No kills going off either way yet. Clan getting pretty low. Is he going to go down? He's on. Yep, he goes down to Sir Commander. Sir Commander getting the first pick of this fight again. Sir Commander going again on Sido. And Xenomorph picking off Golden Bullet. That is blue. That is Red dominating the kill team now. Not one kill in the way of the red team, in the way of the blue team. I think in terms of economy, that is going to extremely favour the side of Resilience Remastered. As Zanity goes down quite late to Sir Commander C there. Sir Commander C absolutely been the MVP of that fight. Clan using his shield, coming in through center. I think the team are doing well now to group up behind that shield. His shield's getting pretty low, but it's giving him a lot of protection from the range of Sir Commander C. But a pin coming in on the way of Soul Killer as he takes down Clan whilst committing suicide himself. He's pretty still even quite low. But Red Reason takes down Sido again. Sido, he's just been like one of the first or the second to die both of these fights. He's taking down Red Reason. The Sir Commander taking down Golden Bullet, and Xenomorph taking down Supremeaaronz. That is going to be another fight for the way of the red team. Now on 40%. I think they are being paid a bit for getting a little bit cocky after the 2-0 and sitting on the point and teabagging and such. But now pushing through centre with quite a powerful speed boost. Ping coming in the way of Soul Killer, getting purple from the Anime. He gets low. He's going to go down. Yeah, is he? No, he's not. He gets saved by the Lucio. Lucio's got the beat. But Xenomorph though goes down instead to Dieclan's Fire Strike. No more kills going in, but Supreme using the Helix to take down Reezy. And Soul Killer though taking down Zanity, but Dieclan picking off Circummanity. CMD Soccer Systems picking off his fellow Lucio Idiver, but Golden Bit finishing off Soul Killer, as now you see Blue take control of the point after 72% from Resilience Remastered. That is a good first take for the side of the red team, as now it is their turn to try and attack and take this point from the side of Koopa Kids. And now you see Supremeaaronz perched on this top left side, as you saw him use that attack visor last time we were on this map, and you got quite a good feel of that. Pin coming in from Soul Killer, gonna get Dieclan low. He goes down. The team followed up very well on that, on Dieclan being pinned. Xenomorph picking down Sido again early off, and Supreme going down. But Golden Bullet and Zanity using the tank power to take down through, but it's not going to be enough as Resilience takes down Golden and Systems and Zanity on the Farah, and immediately that is yeah, there is. But Supreme using the attack, taking down 3. It's gonna be a retake straight away for the side of Koopa Kids. Straight away their team goes down, and now with 84%, and Blue now dominating that kill feed. They didn't keep that point for long. It's still good to get some percentage, but it wasn't enough to take it to pick the match. But now on 60%, there isn't a lot of time left for Resilience to take this back. It's pretty even at this point. Pressures on both teams really for top. I don't know to hold to take the first map or not, or the side of the Resilience Remastered to take this. But Grab coming in, not sure I didn't see, but Systems taking down Idiver. Supreme and Golden, that's a big Mercy Res incoming. There it is, triple res right off the bat for a big Earth Shatter. Taking down Idiver, and now Blue is dominating his kill feed. But Dieclan and Sido go down to Circummanity and Soul Killer. The Supreme picking off 2 on Circummanity on Rosy. He is taking down the DPS on the side of Resilience pretty easily right now. The Systems taking down Soul Killer. Fighting pretty even right now as Dieclan comes back into the fray. Both teams kind of around the point, but I think the Blue kind of dominating now as Zanity takes down Xenomorph. Ult coming in the way of Supremeaaronz using that attack to kill Resi again. Golden taking down Soul Killer. Blue now dominating his kill feed. Drop the beat coming in the way, and the way as insurance, I would say. And nobody on the side of Resilience Remastered is going to hit this point, and that is the first map of the series to Koopa Kids. What do you think, Mega?
Really, Golden going on that diva may have been one of the smartest calls from whoever was shot calling. Just simply, if you look at what they were running on the side of Resilience, a lot of it relied on a lot of heavy damage that a defense maker could have made up. Roadhog Hook turned off. Their commander had a defense matrix in his face, and Resi with the pharmacy. The Mercy couldn't stay with them. They were wasting so many resources into it for the diva to just eat it. It really came down to like Soul and Diverse to really output damage, and Lucio got buffed, but he didn't get buffed that bad. Well, that strong.
Yeah, I think that Supreme was doing well to shut down the DPS on the side of Resilience Remastered. I don't think, especially on that third point after Koopa Kids got the point for the second time, I think that Supreme just every fight was killing off the DPS on the side of Resilience. But something that I did pick up on that final round of Nepal was that the side of Resilience Remastered, I think I would almost say they were planning to focus for some reason the Ana. Because he was going down almost first in pretty much every fight that they were like having the tool. Like with the Dieclan and then the Ana on the side of Koopa Kids going down. But yeah, now second map of the pool being Lijiang Tower, starting off on I'm not sure which Night Market. Starting off on Night Market, a map where range really comes into plan. I think Supreme on this if he just go with the soldier. Instead of the Bastion that he's currently picked, but if he does go with the soldier, he's gonna. I think the side of Resilience are gonna certainly have to focus resources on shutting him down. I think, in my opinion, for Resilience to really succeed, they've actually got to shut down Supreme completely. Like if they give him any breathing room, he's going to succeed. He's going to take down your team. And being one of the best on PS4, in especially the American region, being #1 ranked or up there at least, they've just got to use every bit of their resources to try and take him off early fight. And if they get that pick, that gives them really a huge advantage. Not to say Zanity on the hog and Golden Reader do nothing. They definitely do compact DPS, but Supreme is does a lot more work in terms of DPS. But now the side of Koopa Kids taking the point whilst the red team are out in the market. Dietland taking down Xenomorph, but Ido moving 2 off. Sido and Die, that's actually insane. Sido going down early again. Supreme taking out Supremeaaronz C. Pretty even fight now, but Rezi taking down Zanity and Systems, and that is going to be a cap for the red team. He's gone, the bullet kills himself, and Dietland as the backup with Supremeaaronz. And that is a regroup for the side of Koopa Kids. Dietland shield getting pretty low there. He's got to try and not pick that shield early, which he just did there. He kind of just no reason. But getting very low there, Dietland, but being popped with the undermate. Systems taking down Idaverse. Systems also taking down Soulclair. DPS Lucio getting 2 picks early off. And it seems to be going in the way of the blue team. The Supremeaaronz C gets very low, and so does Rezi. And Xenomorph, but no kills coming off yet on the side of the blue team and the red team. But Supremeaaronz taking down Supreme. And if you want any pick, that'll be it. But now Blue's taking this point and forcing an initiation from the side of the red team. They're going to be without Supreme for this fight. Tracer Bomb going off, they're not getting anybody. Rezi using his ult to take down Dietland before Sido being taken down early fight again. But Supremeaaronz C dominating the field with CMD Softban and the Zenyatta again. Systems killed himself, and that is a recap for the red team. It's a lot of in these King of the Hill maps recently. It's been a lot of tit for tat for these two teams. Like it's been cap, you know. But the battle of Rezi being perched on that side, not being able to get anybody. But Xenomorph picking off Supreme early fight again. That's a great pick to get, as we were talking about in the early stages of the game. And now Dietland going very low, being taken down by Rezi. Supremeaaronz taking down Zanity. 2 tanks going down there. Supremeaaronz takes down the 3rd tank. Idaverse getting the final blow on the non-net Diva. Supreme taking down Xenomorph, but it's not going to be enough for the blue team as they regroup. They are going to be without Xenomorph for a little bit, but it may not be enough time for Xenomorph on the Tracer to get back. 5 ults on the side of both teams right now. This is going to be. I'd like to see how they're going to manage their ultimates. Here, Rezi picking off Sido, they're going to be without that Nanogist again. Early fight, he's going down. Dietland being taken down as well by CMD. And now 80% on the point, but Xenomorph taking down Zanity on the Zarya. They're not really using, they didn't use any ults there. Now 90%. They've got to find a way to initiate with these ultimates before 5 ults on the side of the red team just mow them down before they can get to the point. Drop the beat and speed boost coming in from the Lucio of the blue team as they get on the point. Rezi taking down early fight once again. We've seen that so many times in this game. Dietland taking down Supremeaaronz, but a Zenyatta ultimate coming in, and nobody's on the point, as that is the first cap to the side of Resilience Remastered. Mega, what do you think about how they dealt with Supreme and taking down the Ana early fight at their Resilience Remastered? How do you think they did?
Really, like, even though I would like to say Aaronz is getting turned off a little bit, got off not playing as hot as he was in the last map, but more than that, honestly, I think it's simply they're kind of getting staggered. They're trying to regroup, but one person sticks their head out for whatever reason, and then he gets immediately punished for it. This die comp just jumping on it. But I think they could get a lot of work, and I'm not sure if I feel... I don't know how I feel about the Diva. I would say that, hey, maybe Zanity should go on the Hog. It worked for them on Nepal. I feel like it could work for them on Li Jiang.
I think she's a very good counter for triple dupes on that road. For triple dupes on that road, especially seeing as we can one-shot 5 of their team with that hurt combo. But now both teams initiating in the point. Supremeaaronz picking up Supreme again with the headshot. Great pick on the side of the Resilience Remastered. No more kills coming off either way, but Clan taking down Resi. It is 1-for-1 right now. It is a very, very aggressive fight on point. Everybody on the side of the blue team getting very low. Supremeaaronz taking down Sido. Idaverse taking down Clan. All the kills in the red feed. All the reds in the kill feed, my bad. Assistants golden kill themselves. Supreme gets taken down again by Idaverse. And that is going to be another cap for the side of Resilience Remastered. Ults, only ults you can really see is Soul Killer's ult coming up, as well as Xenomorph's coming up. Quite a few ults on the side of the red team coming up as well, but a lot of ults on 80%. Right now, Sido's kind of stuck in the mid as both team groups up on the left, but now, Tracer Bomb going off, not going to get anybody as Lucio gets low, but nobody going to be picked there. Golden North again very low, but nothing's going off there. Soul Drop being popped from Supremeaaronz, taking down Supreme once again. That's the third time that's happened, I think now, but especially on this point. But I don't think they're going to initiate on that point. A lot of the side of the blue team getting very low. I think, I think Golden Phillip getting killed on Soul Killer, but Supreme taking down Rarity, but Supremeaaronz killing both supports. That kind of means I don't think they're going to push, but they are. As Supreme gets 2, and they by the looks of things, they're going to cap the point. Xenomorph taking down by Clan. I think that fight was I think a little bit disorganized there. I think Supreme got picked off early fight, but they decided, you know what, we'll go for it anyway, and they were rewarded as Supreme got back, initiated from the other side of the point, and managed to cap. Now Blue dominating the kill feed. Obviously CMD Softband now being on that Zenyatta. Mercy Wave isn't going to be there. Xenomorph trying to pop the ult on Sido, getting 1 kill, but to be honest, I'm not sure why he did that, because I think, in my opinion, that fight was already over. He could have done well to pick off Sido with the ult in the next fight instead of in this fight. But that's going to be a cap for the side of Koopa Kids. Now on 40% compared to the 62% of Resilience Remastered. Diva Ultimate coming off the side of Zanity, picks off Supremeaaronz and Idaverse. Supreme picking down CMD Softbank. It was a very good sleep being hit on Xenomorph there, obviously disabling him to focus Sido, but Soul Killer got him anyway. But I don't think that's going to be an initiation for the red team anyway. As the side of Koopa Kids retain this point now with 70% coming up. Xenomorph initiating from the inside of the point, going straight to Sido as he focuses him down. Sido uses an A and a sleep being hit on Xenomorph, forcing to use the recall. Genki ult coming up from Golden Bullet, but he gets very low. He gets Supremeaaronz before going down to Xenomorph. CMD Softban and Idaverse get kills on the Diva. Supreme picking off 2 with his attack visor, 3 with his attack visor before being taken down by Xenomorph Killer, as him and one other on the point being Xenomorph wasting bomb there that is such a quick charge. But whoa, environmental blast coming from Resi to knock Guyclan into the lake, into the river, whatever you call it, as he gets taken down. And now with 20% left, there is not much time for the side of Resilience to go in. Guyclan being kind of the farm to Xenomorph's ult there, but nothing really coming from it. As now the blue team initiating into this point. No kills going off the other side yet, but Resi popping off the ult. Supremeaaronz also pops off his ult. 2 DPS ults going down there. 4 people on the side of the blue team going down. Golden Bullet getting low, him being taken down. Zanity being the only one left there, not having his ultimate, meaning that he's going to get taken down by Xenomorph. And that is going to be a 2-0 on the side of Resilience. What do you think about this response, Mega? This is a great response.
Yup, definitely. But Xeno is just so aggressive right now on this Tracer. Resi staying on Despair just outputs so much more damage than the Genji. And really, like, this is just showing what was the problem. Genji isn't necessarily the highest damage dealer. I think that's very safe to say. And now on Despair, he's just dealing so much and helping out his team so much. Third Commander also going off. He got farmed by Aaronz on Nepal, but he's doing the farming right now on Li Jiang, and if this continues, I'm sorry to say, Koopa is going to take their first game, well, going to take their first L already. Well, first match, but yeah.
Right, is now on the control center side of Lijiang. Both teams pushing in, by the looks of things through the middle. No, the side of Resilience taking the middle and Daifang that forcing back up. Zanity getting an early pick on Xenomorph. I think Xenomorph got headshot by Cindy Soccer. By Sido there early on. Supreme taking down Idaverse, and Zanity and Sido on the side of Koopa Kids going down. Daifang picking off Sir Commander C. Kills on the side of both teams right now as it goes red blue, red blue, red blue. A pretty even fight as we see right now, and no team capping the point yet. Xenomorph takes down Supremeaaronz. Good pick to get at this stage of the fight. Team Supreme taking the high ground and being dove by Zanity. Looks like he's gonna go down or not. No, he manages to get back. Xenomorph taking down Sido on the Zenyatta. Xenomorph getting very low, not having the recall, but being healed up as he was hiding behind the middle of the point. Supreme taking down Red Resi. It's not going to be enough as by the looks of things, Red are going to take this first point again. Resilience Remastered had a very good display on their control center so far. Ults coming in the way of both teams, as we see quite a few, like 80, 70, 90% ult already being up on the side of Resilience Remastered. As the side of Koopa Kids take the high ground. Golden Bullet being completely shut down by after popping his ult, and Supremeaaronz popping tap visor, taking down systems. Red Resi taking down Daifang, and now Red is dominating the kill feed again. But Supreme on the Road Dog manages to take down CMD. Is it going to be a small light opponent for the side of the blue team, as Supreme hooks Xenomorph, and Soulkiller gets pretty low to him, but Red Resi is going to take down Supremeaaronz. And it looks like it might be a retain for Legend, but still diving, still pushing the side of Koopa Kids as Soulkiller tries to dive on the Arnov side of Sido, but not going down. Xenomorph taking down Daifang early off, which is great to have early off. As Red now dominating this kill feed. CMG Softband taking down Golden and Systems. Supreme trying to get a counter pick off of Xenomorph, but it isn't going to be enough. The Supremeaaronz takes him down himself. Zanity taking down Soulkiller, and Zanity popping off the Vincent ult for some kind of stall. But yeah, I think he just tries to retreat there as he gets very low. He's going to be forced back off, but Daifang pushing through the middle now. Drop the beat being dropped by Systems. Daifang picking off Sir Commander, great early off pick to get, but it's a Xenomorph killer taking down Zanity. And that is a pick from both sides right now as Idaverse gets hooked by Supreme. And Golden Bullet takes down Soulkiller. Xenomorph gets the pulse bomb kill on Golden, killing the Arno as well, and the Roadhog. He is half the size of another one. And that is a great display from Xenomorph on this tracer. You know he can be so deadly, but Sir Commander on the shoulder also fit working. And that is going to be a 3-0 on the side of Resilience Remastered. A very strong display there. From the side of the red team, as it is a pretty clean sweep. Third point being pretty dominant on the side of Resilience Remastered. Supremeaaronz getting play here, showing a good fit and work, but it wasn't enough for Sir Commander C, and Xenomorph did work shutting down through the side of Lijiang. We're just getting into the stream now. I'd like to tell you it's 1-1 in the series. The side of Koopa Kids winning on Nepal 3-1, I think, if I remember correctly, and the side of Resilience Remastered getting the second map of Lijiang Tower and winning that 3-0 to take it to a 1-1 and a deciding map on King's Row, I believe, Mega.
Yep, I'm just getting which side they do want, because obviously Koopa lost. They do get side advantage, and going into this King's Row being a hybrid map, who do you favor going into this?
I'd like to say I think that Resilience Remastered showed a good display the last time I saw them on King's Row. They were very good, initiated very well with, and Sir Commander C on who he was playing at the time, Zenyatta, but still anyway, he did very well on King's Row, I think. And the momentum being in the way of Resilience Remastered, I think this may go in the way of Resilience, but That's not to say that Koopa Kids definitely don't have a chance. They if they perform their best and Supreme is well, plays well and is protected and that sort of thing, I think that it would definitely go in the way of Koopa Kids. I think the deciding factor is going to be between Commander C, Xenomorph, and Supremeaaronz on this DPS. I think at the end of the day, the deciding factor of it is going to be that. What do you think, Mega?
I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I'm gonna have to say the deciding factor is gonna be Xanity. And the reason being is because Aaron's, he's been playing consistently, reliably, but so has Sir Commander. But the big difference I feel is Xeno on that Tracer. He's just playing amazing, and I feel Xanity needs to perform the same. And Golden's gonna have to, and Golden's been performing around the same as Resi, so that's why I don't bring those two people up. But I feel like right now a lot of pressure is going to be up onto Xanity to perform as well as Xeno, if not better.
Yeah, I think that towards the end of Lishang, we maybe even saw a bit of Supremeaaronz on Roadhog. I think if he were to end up on Roadhog, and I don't know how that would change the team comp on the side of Koopa Kids, but a good way to easily shut down Xenomorph on the Tracer is to use Supremeaaronz Roadhog skills with the hooking and such to take him out of the game. But Sir Commander, Supremeaaronz immediately on that soldier. Yeah, that is going to be a soldier pick for Supremeaaronz. We may see Xanity. No, Xanity on the Zarya instead of the Roadhog. But yeah, I think I wouldn't disagree with what you said. I still think Supreme's going to be. Yeah, I think that Supreme is going to be Supreme, and the DPS on the side of Resilience Remastered are going to be the deciding factor here, as we saw in Nepal, the Supreme being absolutely crazy on the DPS, and Li Zhang's Sir Commander being absolutely mad on the DPS, and Xenomorph, especially on that last point, being great on the Tracer, as we saw him pick off like 4 of the team of Koopa Kids. But yeah, I think Xanity kind of needs to do well to shut this Tracer down, or at least the team do. Try and take at least one of their DPS out of the game entirely, just try and focus one of them down. But now, as we see the side of Koopa Kids on the attack, as they initiate through the middle, as the side of Resilience being perched on the high ground. That's an odd defense to have. Now, kind of a divey defense, as you see Daiklan back up, but now going in for a pin, not getting anybody. No kills going off inside yet, but Resi getting very low, so does Soul Killer. CMG gonna go down to Supremeaaronz by the headshot. Daiklan taking down Soul Killer, and Idaverse going down to Xanity, as now Red is dominating the group. Xenomorph picking off Daiklan, and Sir Commander still being alive. But as you see how really Red completely on this map. Sir Commander isn't going to get down there, as that is a cap for the side of your team. As you see, very organised to push up on Sir Commander there, as he kind of gets triple there. But his sprint will kind of get him to catch up on the side of on the side of the blue team as a master. But he did get the badge for him as the side of Koopa Kids pushed up on him and kind of used his punished him for his disorganisation, just showing in the PWL there is very little room for error, I think. Simply Soccer doing well to pick off Golden for the early fight. Xanity getting very low, as well as Daiklan going low, but being hit up. Sir Commander and Xenomorph going to pick off Sido and Xanity. System's getting very easy, but it's not going to be enough, as now Blue are completely taking this kill feed, as Sir Commander finishes off Daiklan. While Soul Killer does very well on the Winston to pick off quite a few that fight. But now ults coming in for both teams. Red team of Koopa Kids having Xanity and Golden and Sido ult. That's a combo incoming right there. From Nanoblade to Genji and Zarya combo. But the side of the blue team Resilience are being quite spread out at this point. Ults coming in, Genji ult coming in on the side of Red Resi, not going to get anybody, but Reinhardt ult coming in the side of the Red team, being pretty big. Supremeaaronz picks off both of the DPS. Early fight, and Golden Bullets taking down CMG Soccer Fan, as well as Xanity Systems and Daiklan getting picks of their own, and that is going to do plays for well, at least quite a substantial distance achieved from that fight on the side of from the side of the red team. But Damage is going AFK there for some reason as he gets taken down by Xenomorph, and Xenomorph also taking down Systems before being taken down by Supremeaaronz. But Supremeaaronz getting to, because that is a DC right there. Xanity had that Zarya ultimate as well. He was I think what his plan was to push up and use that Zarya ult, maybe even to keep them from going in, or just pushing up to try and get them to back off. But he DC'd in the middle of that push, causing him to be picked off pretty easily. And that is a DC. This fight, I think this has been pretty even right now. Maybe a bit more in the side of Koopa Kids, but we're 342 on this first checkpoint and getting pretty close. But the fight going in the way of Resilience Remastered, with Commander C, as you see right there, killing Golden Bullet, Dieclan, and Supreme, going off on the Soldier. I think now the side of Koopa Kids are forced with a little bit of a problem, as they've got Nano Blades, but as you see, they've got 36, a 20, a 0, and a 54, whilst CMD can kind of there's kind of like no ults inside of many teams right now. It's going to be that Transcendence against that Nano Blade, or that just Blade and saving the Nano or whatever. But if you're thinking about both teams right now, Mega, if you're in the position of both teams, what do you think they'd be thinking at this stage, Mega? Both teams, starting off with Resilience Remastered.
Right now, Resi has gone back onto Genji, so their damage output has been kicked down a notch. So now I would actually say this is where I would see Xanity or Golden Bullet. I'm not sure who. Obviously they have Nano Blade right now, so they wouldn't do it now. But I would like to see the D.Va come back and sort of just stick on Sir Commander. Give Aaronz the free room to start just killing everyone. Because just the damage output possibility of this team just got knocked down a bunch with Resi going back on this Genji.
Yeah.
So I feel like they definitely need to abuse that and take advantage of it.
Alright, so yeah, so I'm not really sure what we can do about it, but see, if we put ourselves in a situation, imagine that I don't know, if this turned out to be a full a full push for the side of the red team, Koopa Kids, would you see what changes maybe would you see from the side of Resilience? Is it too hard to tell at this stage, or would it be pretty obviously like what they need to do at this stage? Or
I would say it really comes down to that they've gotta just continuously stay aggressive on them. Something I feel like they lost the first point and lost the second fight in Street Phase because looking at their comp, they're a dive comp, so they don't really benefit from anything from staying back. So they got into this awkward situation where I saw Resi dive in along with Soul, and Diverse was trying to help out but stayed a little bit back, and they were really split apart. I think the whole team needs to get on board on the same plan and just dive in together.
I think for that, in terms of being spread out, I think they were spread out like deliberately in that Streets phase, maybe to try and avoid the cloud, but still, now Xanity being back on the side of Koopa Kids, with Nano Blade, all they're gonna have for this push, and all the side of Resilience Remastered are gonna have are the Zenyatta ult, but yeah, you see the blue team pretty spread out right now, but and the side of Koopa Kids being pretty organised, most of them pushing through the middle. Genji of Rorezi trying to go behind, getting off picks, but he's not going to get anybody. But Xenomorph does, picking off Zylo, but Supreme and Dieclan picking off Xenomorph and CMD, who has that Zenyatta ult. That is going to be a vital pick, as you see now. Circleman C and Soulkiller picking off Supreme and Golden in that. CMD being picked isn't going to make a difference as the blue team do well to hold it. Sir Commander picking off Dieclan again. He has had a good performance so far on Soldier 76. as a soul killer, but soul killer gets pretty low there. As but not really anything going to happen there. As that is a reboot to the side of the red team. Now pushing through the middle once again, getting those ults where CMD and IWS having 2 supports ult, and General's getting an early pick on the side who has Nano Boost. So yep, this looks to be going in favour of the blue team once again, as everybody on the side of the red team goes low. Xenomorph taking down systems. Earthshaft going off on the side of the blue team, put a Lucio ult on the side of Resilience Remastered. Managing to keep everything on the blue side alive, as well as it takes down Darkland and takes down Xanadu. 2 tanks going down there, and that's going to be another hold for the side of Resilience Remastered. Now with only 1 minute 50 to take this still plenty of time. All they have to do is build up ults and use them all at once there. And maybe if you're thinking at this stage that would probably be the safer bet. But Genji coming off now, Nanobite, where has he been taken down by Daikan? Xenomorph getting off the pick on Daikan himself. No more kills gone off your way, but now an explosion in the kill through the Soul Killer. Takes down Golden and CMD takes down Sido. The Supremeaaronz and Zanity on the side of Koopa Kids, taking down 2 off the side of the Resilience Remastered. Supreme gets very low on the ult, CMD taking him down. The Supreme taking down CMD, suffering down. This is pretty even right now. Xenomorph's gonna have to stay alive here, otherwise they're gonna struggle to hold this. IWS going down now, Xenomorph being the only one alive. I think as now blue will dominate the kill, and Daikan solo ult Xenomorph at the behind there. Maybe an interesting Reinhardt ult. Supremeaaronz takes down 2 there, and now pops the ult, isn't going to get anything from it. As Supreme takes down Rare Resin, Golden takes down his counter, Soul Killer. System takes down Supremeaaronz, CMD Soccer Fan taking down Daikan, but it isn't going to be enough. As the side of Koopa Kids take the 2nd point on King's Row, and now have the 2 minutes to 2 minutes and 5 seconds or whatever to push this final phase. Factory, would you say? Would you say this is a factory phase of King's Row? Yeah, the side of the red team well grouped up on the payload here. Still on the dive triple DPS defense from Resilience Remastered. Everyone diving there, but grab coming off on for Xanadu. They're going to pick him off just after he popped it, but Diaplan and Sido picking off Winston, Lucio, and Zen going down on the side of your team before Red absolutely taking over this kill feed. As Diaplan more kills for the side of the red team, as that is a complete wipe for the side of Resilience Remastered. Now coming towards the end, Golden Bullet perch on the top left and Supremeaaronz perched on the top right, having high ground advantage. Get in there. Nano Visor being popped off by the red team, but Soul Killer taking down Golden Bullet. Whoa! 4 kills suddenly in the favour of the side of Koopa Kids, and that is a team kill for the red team. As Resilience Remastered are completely taken down, and Koopa Kids are able to cap the point before the minute mark, and now the pressure is certainly on Resilience Remastered to get 3 points on this King's Row, especially with enough time to spare to have another attack. If you're in the Resilience Remastered shoes, in terms of their team comp, what do you think we're going to have to see from them for them to take all 3 points here? I think I'm going to have to see what I'm going to have to see is Rare Resi coming off this Genji, as Mega has been talking about earlier off. I think that he did some work on so many pushes, but in terms of hard DPS output, I'd much rather see him on another DPS such as like Pharaoh or whatever, and then have CMD on the Mercy for the res. Especially on defense, King's Row, which not defense, offense, giving us a slice of life for another push. But Mega, are you back?
Yes, I am. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's fine. As I said, what do you think we're going to have to see from the team comp of Resilience Remastered now on the attack to take all 3 points with enough time to spare to give them a shot of another attack on King's Row? What do you think we're going to have to see?
It's really gonna have to come down to how quick they can dismantle this. Wait, you're asking about Resilience, right? Like what can they do?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have a very heavy DPS stat comp. I'm gonna have to say the same thing as on defense. They're gonna have to stay aggressive on them, not give them any breathing room.
Well, they're doing that straight away. They do push up quite close to the point. They're picking the left side to go around. The right side to go around. I thought they were going to go in the gap there, but no kills coming off. And either way, as Soul Killer dives on the Winston, Dieclan trying to go for the pin, but he isn't going to get anybody there. He gets very 19 get over there, something else like that. But Golden Bullet taking down either, and Xenomorph taking down Systems. Both Lucios going down early fight there. The Circumman C taking down Sido. No healing for the side of the blue team there. As now the first and maybe even the second kick in the inside of the blue team. But still going in both ways. Circumman C picking off Dieclan. Circumman C being taken down by Golden Bullet. Idaverse picking off Golden Bullet himself. Zanity taking down Soul Killer. By the looks of things, this may be a cap to the side. Yes, it's going to be a cap to the side of the red team. Sido still pushes in anyway. I'm not sure about that. He may get bad spawn. Yeah, he's going to get bad spawn. I don't really see why he puts that. But now, kind of a stagger there from Sido and Supremeaaronz, as they're not going to be able to really push in anytime soon. They're going to allow quite a bit of room coming from Resilience Remastered. Ults coming in already for the side of Resilience, as Resi and Xenomorph having Pulse Bomb and Nade. Pulse Bomb being popped off quite early, but not going to get anybody for it. Zanity now on the roller, picking Resi with his ultimate, and Xenomorph taking down Golden Bullet, but Zanity on that hook on the Resi is going to be a great first hit. But Xenomorph and Idaverse picking down 2 on the side of the red team. And Xenomorph now again killing Sido, and Dieclan taking down CMD Supremeaaronz, but Blue taking over the kill feed with Xenomorph on fire, rightfully so, as he has his Pulse Bomb yet again. And that is going to be a push on for the side of Resilience Remastered, now pushing through one fight left for the way of the red team to stop Resilience taking this second point of the well on their attack. Zanity pushing up a little bit, not really got any protection there, but he's not really pushed up quite far enough to be punished. They're just waiting for the Reinhardt Dieclan to get in front with that big rectangle. He's going to get Pulse Bomb, he gets very low, but the nade keeps him alive. As he's now full health and SB Nano, but Circumman taking down Supreme. Early fight as both teams get low, but the side of the blue team with that drop the beat giving him such a big advantage as Golden Bullet goes down to the CMD. And Blue dominating his kill feed once again. Dieclan getting Idaverse, but it's not going to be enough. Dieclan picking off both supports. It's not going to be enough as he is taken down by Xenomorph. Now with 5 minutes to take this third checkpoint of King's Row. The pressure is certainly on Koopa Kids to retain the point here. Ult economy looking pretty even. 3 ults and 2 ults on the side of the blue team and then the red team. Golden Bullet taking down Xenomorph, that may be a backup. Yeah, as Idaverse goes down as well. And Circumman C going down, half their team is dead. They're going to have to back up as that is a regroup for the side of the blue team in their own spawn. And now Dieclan and the rest of his team pretty perched on this payload, up quite aggressive. With Supremeaaronz being perched on this right high ground in the little gap in the wall, and Xenomorph pushing up on the high ground, gonna get the bomb on Dieclan, but nothing's gonna come from it. He gets very low, but he pops the Earth Shatter, stunning Soul Killer as he gets low and he's taken down. That's not gonna be such a good Xeno, I think, in the way of the blue team, as now Supreme taking control, taking down CMD Soccer and Dieclan taking down Red and Idaverse going to be down. Xenomorph taking down Sido, but it isn't going to be enough, as now Red holding this point for the second time now since Resilience got the second point of King's Row. What are we going to have to see, Mega?
It's really going to have to come out. Because they have to deal with Aaron. He keeps consistently taking high ground on the soldier, but he gets completely outplayed. Nano Visor not getting any value other than Dino, but skills are still going in their favor. Dieclan is extremely low, but this Anna, just the massive heal coming out from her is going to keep him alive. And Dragon Blade coming out from Golden, everybody extremely low, going to make this very dangerous now as he picks up a 3-man. Aaron's coming in getting the 4th kill. And this is where I'm gonna have to say now they need to make switches. The dive is no longer working. I would say, yep, definitely. Souls is now going on the Ryan. Searchman's are probably gonna go on to the Zarya. No, they're gonna keep that. Sabino's actually gonna go on to the Hog. And this might be a really good call against the triple TPS from the Koopa Kids.
I think that Diaclan's going to have to do really well to protect his whole team from that Hog with his little with his rectangle. Big Earthshatter coming in the way of the red team as 3 have gone down straight away. 4 Xanathy on the Tracer taking down Xenomorph and Soul Killer, and Sido taking down the 5th. Big Earthshatter there from Diaclan on his Reinhardt, showing us he is one to contend with, being a kind of a really good Ryan. For the side of Koopa Kids, and another regrouping side of Resilience. I think maybe if they switched off that dive and had a Reinhardt, which they do now, they'd have protection from that. But as they were running dive with the DPS, they didn't really have any protection for it. No picks coming off Uzafade yet. So Supremeaaronz on the high ground, kind of not really being targeted, but Resilience on the far, pushing him off the high ground and taking him down. The Supremeaaronz and Supremeaaronz get the first 2 picks of the fight, and Resilience taking out Sido. This might be enough as the payload gets near the objective. Nobody's going to be there to kill this other than Golden, but Diaclan and Supreme coming back. The blue dominates the kill feed. The Transcendence comes in. It is close. That is it. And both teams now have got 3 points on King's Row. It is going to come down to a tiebreak. Teams getting the chance to attack once again. First team to attack is going to be Koopa Kids, as they did get less time. But a great final. See, as soon as they switched off that triple DPS, it was there. They had it. I think it was a good call to switch off that dive from you, Mega. It wasn't working. As soon as they switched it up, they managed to win it because, well, quite simply, they had the protection from the Reinhardt. Resilience could challenge Supreme on that high ground with the fire after switching there. I think when they were running the dive, I think Supreme wasn't really being contested up on that high ground, as well as many other factors like having no protection from Diaclan shatters and Supremeaaronz range and Xanathy and as a whole and that sort of thing. But I think as soon as they switched to that death ball, they had protection from a lot of that, and when Resilience switched onto that Pharaoh and immediately got picks as soon as he did that switch, and it just got them that 3rd checkpoint, obviously, and they're going to have another go now with as it is now Koopa Kids' turn to get out of this, to step out of the spawn and try and cap this point and get as far as they can with 1 minute and 9 seconds on the timer plus overtime. And now Xenomorph perched on this, I'm not sure what you call it, cinema upstairs or whatever, and he's going to immediately dive on Sido, not going to get anything from it. Xenomorph using the recall, he's going to get Sido low, but Sido taking down Soul Killer and Supreme taking down Idoverse, as well as taking down Supremeaaronz C, and Xenomorph going down, but Resilience getting 2 picks off on the Pharaoh. Other Xanathy pushing Resilience down. And it's going to be a cap for the red team, and now they have about 30 seconds, plus overtime. They're going to have to win every fight to try and get as far as they can. If I was Resilience at this point, I kind of just save up ults and then try and sweep them off that payload. Not run I'm not sure if people were watching, but I think it was might be Supremacy versus over Sweats on the when it was on King's Row that went to overtime, and Sweats ended up getting 6 points due to the fact that Supremacy wouldn't save ults and just used 1 or 2 at a time, and pretty disorganized in that factor, not managing to win 2 times, just being streamed on to the end. And Xenomorph trying to focus down Sido once again, not going to get anything from it. Supremeaaronz takes down Idoverse, Resilience takes down Supreme, Golden Bullet and Xanathy though picking off the Soul Killer, CMD Soccer Fan and Supremeaaronz C all go down to the rack of the DPS of this side over Koopa Kids as Diaclan uses his fire strike, snipes Resilience down, and that is a regroup. Xenomorph having the bomb. And Xanathy being one-clipped by Xenomorph on the Tracer, punishing the overextend, and now they're going to be without Pharaoh for this next fight. It's maybe a good time to push as they have Pharaoh and bomb. No, nothing going to come from the bomb though. They pop the Tracer bomb. Diaclan being nanoed and taking down Soul Killer. Sido getting very low. Xenomorph does well to pick him off. As Supremeaaronz picks up Golden Bullet. Got the beat coming in, but it's not going to be enough. As Rezi uses the barrage to take down Supreme System. A Zanity barrage, but it's not going to be enough. Rezi dominates that kill feed on his own. And that is going to be a hold for the side of Resilience Remastered, holding it in the street space before they can get before side of Koopa Kids can get that 5th point. And now, I think this may be pretty hard to call. Not gonna lie, for this final game in the series. The final attack, the final stand on the side of Resilience Remastered. Now they're going to be put to the test by the side of Koopa Kids to see if they can get 5 points and win this series 2-1. How do you think it's going to turn out, Mega?
Well, it's really going to have to come down to this first point defense. I definitely feel they could out-sustain them, but the one thing is, how well can Golden Bullet dive Soccer Fan? And because obviously Sido, we talked about in Li Jiang, he was getting picked off a lot, but the team were actually still winning fights. They obviously, and Nepal got picked off, but they were still consistently winning fights. But whenever Soccer Fan gets picked off, their win potential just goes down. So it really comes down to Zanity and Golden diving that Zenyatta and shutting them down.
Absolutely, I completely agree with that. Xenomorph was trying often on the Tracer to focus down Sido. We might see that early off. If we do see Xenomorph picking off Sido, early part of somebody picking off Sido, that will be a great advantage of that healing. Needs to come in handy for Daitan especially on the right. I'm going for him to be made with every fight. Keeping him alive. Zanity gets pretty low, but Sido going down straight away, as I was saying to Supremeaaronz. But Supreme taking down Supremeaaronz with the Helix. Xenomorph's going to pick off System. The red team are without heals now. As Soul Killer picks off Daitan, Rarity picks off Golden, and by the looks of things, it's going to be a cap for the side of Resilience Remastered. As oh no, for this side of no, it's not going to be a cap. Oh yeah, I'm losing it for a second. Supreme going down to Rarity's dash. Supremeaaronz getting on this high ground early off. I think this is going to be a close call. Supremeaaronz being spammed pretty hard. CMD getting very low, but regen back up to full health. No kills going off yet. Supremeaaronz getting very low. Sido getting low himself, but the nade being popped on him. Golden Bullet getting low, no kill off yet. Zanity being focused on high ground. Great aim from Supremeaaronz there, just absolutely wiping him down. Golden being stuck between a rock and a hard place, being taken down by Supremeaaronz. Daitan getting the pin on Revity, but it's not going to be enough. Supreme takes down CMD, but committing suicide. They're staggering Systems right now. They are I had a hard staggering and Soul Killer takes them down. As now in the overtime phase, are we going to get another fight here from the side of the red team? It looks like the Tracer may be able to contest, but Supremeaaronz having this dominant high ground and now having Tac Visor and ults coming off on both sides. Oh, that is a big pick from Rezi in the form of Xenomorph. Supremeaaronz taking out on Golden Bullet. Insider going down to Xenomorph. That is 3 kills on the side of the blue team. There's going to need to be a clutch from Supreme, as he is the only one alive. He gets one, but he's taken out by Supreme. Transcendence comes up. That is a great final fight, as we see Resilience Remastered taking the series 5-4. A great end to a great match. What do you think, Mega?
An amazing start to tonight. Just this first game going all the way to the distance, Resilience pulling it out. They had a very, very weak Nepal game, but looking extremely strong for the rest of the series. Rezi making that Pharah switch, I felt like was super impactful and just threw Resilience completely off.
I'm just happy I was right. That's what I said, Resilience would win this. So they stuck it out strong and managed to do it. But an absolute play from Rezi coming in. No, it was Rezi. I hope it was there. Anyway, Supremeaaronz having the card of best elims on the side of Resilience, obviously coming in big that game on the Soldier. And that is the end of the first series. A great first map, ending 2-1. For those that have literally just missed it, a great first series between Koopa Kids previously called Invigorate with Diaclan and Supreme and that side against Resilience Remastered with Supremeaaronz and Xenomorph and that crowd. First map being Nepal. Koopa Kids starting off with a win there, going 1-0 up in the series from a 3-1 result. Then Resilience Remastered going for Lijiang and winning that, absolutely crushed that, winning 3-0, and the final map being Kings Road and Resilience Remastered taking that 5-4, a very close end to a very good match. Resilience Remastered now 2-0, very very good for them in the PWR. I believe they're 2-0. But now what's the next map of the? I got a friend request from Baus.
Yes, but I'm hearing apparently there are a few problems with the stream, so we'll be restarting it.
Oh,
just nobody go anywhere. We'll be right back.